Finneas O'Connell is arguably one of the most respected and successful pop music producers of the modern era. After skyrocketing to fame as the mastermind behind his younger sister, Billie Eilish, he quickly became the go-to sonic architect for global megastars like Justin Bieber, Halsey, and Kid Cudi. But in a rare industry breakdown, Finneas just went on the record to expose how music production actually works behind closed doors. And his perspective completely shatters how we look at hit songs. Instead of bragging about his tech setups or software hacks, Finneas revealed that the secret to a multi-platinum record isn't technical skill at all. In fact, he argues that knowing too much about music can actually kill your creativity. For decades, the industry has relied on a famous quote by the legendary Quincy Jones, who claimed that a music producer is exactly like a film director. They control the vision, the pacing, and the final cut. But Finneas argues that the modern studio dynamic requires a brutal ego check. He breaks artists down into two distinct categories. First, you have the corporate committee artists, singers who are given songs they didn't write, forced into outfits they didn't choose, and handled like traditional Hollywood movie stars. But when dealing with true, generation-defining talent, Finneas flips the script. He allows the artist to be the superior director over him. Why? Because as a producer, your job is to guide the choice, but the artist is the one who has to go out and perform that exact song every single night for the next 20 years. True production isn't about control. It's about strategic submission to the artist's vision. This brings us to the core analytical breakthrough of Finneas' strategy, the curse of knowledge. Over the course of making 3 historic albums with Billie Eilish, Finneas gradually taught her how to handle her own vocal engineering to speed up their workflow. But he noticed a dangerous side effect. He realized that the more technical jargon you know, the less you actually imagine. When an artist lacks technical vocabulary, they are forced to communicate using pure metaphor. Finneas revealed that Billie will often say things like, "I want it to sound like the vocal is falling apart." That lack of tech language is an absolute gift. It forces the producer to interpret a feeling rather than just clicking a button. When an educated artist simply says, "Throw some delay on that," the creative experiment instantly dies. The magic happens in the gap between raw imagination and technical interpretation. This philosophy naturally leads to one of the most polarizing figures in music history, Rick Rubin. Rubin has built an entire mythos around the claim that he has zero technical ability, playing no instruments and knowing nothing about music, serving purely as a curator of taste. Finneas openly called out this industry narrative, calling it confusing and slightly inaccurate. He points out that anyone can look up videos of a young Rick Rubin setting up precise microphone positions for legends like Johnny Cash. Rubin does know the tech, but Finneas respects the underlying hustle. Rubin pretends to know nothing so that the artists around him remain completely uninhibited by technical boundaries. From dominating the SoundCloud era to scoring the newest season of the hit show Beef, Finneas has proven that great production isn't about mastering a laptop. It is about mastering human psychology. What do you think? Is a great producer a technical genius, or just a psychological director who knows how to capture a vibe? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button, subscribe to Lord Heart Studio, and keep your notifications turned on for the sharpest breakdowns in music, media, and pop culture strategy. See you in the next video.